Manufacturing costs. Manufacturing costs are the sum of all costs of all resources consumed in the process of producing a product or a service. All manufacturing costs can be classified into three categories: direct material costs, direct labor costs, and manufacturing overhead. To calculate the total manufacturing cost of a product or service, you add together the three different cost categories. That is, again, the cost of direct materials, the cost of direct labor, and all manufacturing overhead costs. If you want this to be expressed as a formula, then that would be total manufacturing costs equal to direct materials plus direct labor plus manufacturing overhead costs. Again, manufacturing costs consist of three basic types. 1. Raw materials, also called direct materials. That is what a manufacturer buys from other companies to put into the production of their own product. For example, General Motors buys tires from Goodyear or other tire manufacturers and then puts them on their GM cars. 2. Direct labor, and that means the work of the employees who work directly on the production line. And the third cost category is manufacturing overhead. Now, this category is very troublesome, and we will spend a lot of time talking about it. But it consists both of variable and fixed indirect costs. The other two costs were direct. There is, to begin with, variable manufacturing overhead costs. These are indirect production costs that increase or decrease as the quantity of the products you're producing increases or decreases. An example is the cost of electricity. Electricity runs the production equipment. You pay for electricity for the whole plant, not machine by machine, so you cannot attach this cost to any particular part of the process. But if you increase or decrease the use of those production machines, the electricity cost increases and decreases accordingly. In contrast, the monthly utility bill for a company's front offices and sales space probably is fixed for all practical purposes. Now we look at fixed overhead costs. These are indirect production costs that do not increase or decrease as the quantity produced increases or decreases. These costs remain the same over a fairly broad range of production output levels. 3 significant fixed manufacturing costs are the salaries for certain production employees who do not work directly on the production line, such as safety inspectors, security guards, shipping and receiving workers. Depreciation of production buildings, production equipment, and other manufacturing fixed costs. And what are called occupancy costs, such as building insurance, property taxes, and heating and lighting charges. Now, this short video is a quick summary of the manufacturing costs incurred in the production of a product or service.